Hello everyone. In today's video of introduction of a profile I'm going to be doing is Arc Profile for Ark Survival Evolved and Ark Survival Ascended. We're going to be doing is the vanilla, the OG, and the mods of the creatures as well. So let's start with its backstory and history. During the war, the use of element power weapons began to heavily pollute the Earth. The war on Earth soon took its toll, and the polluted element became almost conscious and self-aware. The element was revealed to almost to be a form of living organism slash flora, with a hive mind personality, with endless hatred, that only wanted to cause devastation and annihilation. Because of its self-awareness, Element has begun to dug deep into the earth and Element polluted battlefields. This was summarized by Helena, vivid dream of a purple figure clawing at broad rock, bedrock, where the stone was crumbling beneath it. Spread through the ground like the vast web network. The transhumans from the United Republics of Earth have been trying to convince the leaders of the Terrain Federation that Earth has grown terminally or ill, as it is as in end stage diseases from something, most likely formed from pollution over the course of the human history and the recent 3 centuries of element pollution caused by the URE and Terrain Federation. They first noticed the damage the two factions had caused with their war. Once the two factions realized the damage they caused and a greater threat to Element, they reconcile and work together to focus on the real problem. They invested all their efforts on a Project Genesis, a conjoined project that plans to preserve and restore all life without element contamination. Both sides invested in their projects to rebuild the nature and life. The United Republics of Earth decided to build the Arks to help heal the poison Earth, and the Terrain Federation built the colony ship to the planet with the similar conditions to Earth. The humans and the Homo were who were transhumans at the time were worked together to construct the arks and the colony ships in an attempt to save lives of Earth from extinction. By the end of the Element War, Element grew into critical mass at alarming rates. The entire planet Earth collapsed as elements spread across the planet by first digging roots deep into the crust, embedding it to create titans to ravage everything in sight. On top of that, natural disasters ravaged the environment and killed the majority of all of the inhabitants. In the aftermath, both the URE and the Terrain Federation collapsed, and very few landmarks and monuments remained intact, with most traces of the old world consumed by rapidly growing veins of the element. Notable surviving landmarks is the city of Sanctuary, the proto-arcs of extinction, and the Arrayed Prime. According to NIDA, this location of a highlight speed link between Earth and the colony ship, most notably Earth's rotation has stopped for some reason, causing certain location on Earth to have constant day, constant night, and the twilight zone. This is summarized in Helena's obstructed dream in her Explorer note. Arx is a space station intended to house living organisms such as human and creatures and plants. These arcs were launched prior to the global level extinction event, in which element wiped out human population on Earth. They are incredibly feats of human engineering, kilometers wide, mobile space station housing vast vaults of genetic information, cloning device, and terraforming technology. In their dormant state, they wait in Earth orbit, simulating a diverse ecosystem by controlling onboard climate and animal populations. The dome that protects this false ecosystem from the void of space also doubles the artificial horizon, masking, masking the station's true nature with blue skies and an artificial day/night cycle. Humans are deterred from reaching the edge of this artificial horizon by method that looked like natural boundaries. On the island, inhabitants are contained by encircling sea encircling sea of dangerous predators. On scorched earth, this is accomplished by cultivating death worms. For unknown period of time, the arcs awaited an activation signal from Earth. The station are programmed to perform controlled descent in the response to this signal, touching down onto the planet's surface, landing on containment force fields, and artificial horizons, deactivate, unleashing the Ark's inhabitants. Each of the stations is a giant speed built to bloom over the Earth's wasteland. Its terraforming system sweeping away the element infestation. Its terraforming system are triggered by an order called the Reseed Protocol that caused the arcs to return back to Earth's surface. However, the Reseed Protocol is blocked by another piece of criteria, the element toxicity rating. Curiously, although designed to repopulate the plant, modern Earth species are almost entirely absent from every known arc. Their creators used each model as a whimsical genetic playground, featuring new species that are either heavily modified or completely fabricated. Scorched Earth, a desert arc, is a breeding ground for wyverns and other fantasy monsters. The island, the closest known Ark to a pure Earth ecosystem features modified versions of animals from across prehistory, unnaturally mixed together. The Ark's strange quirks do not stop their animal populations. The, their builders discovered a hidden part of the brain called the engramic matrix, which stored information in some human bodies. Even after years of decay, personalities and memories were recreated for people who have been dead for centuries or even millennia. These people were set loose in the arcs with no idea where they are or how time they had passed. Every human that is on Ark has a strange implant in their left wrist in the shape of a person. This implant somehow acts as a medium between the two languages by translating the speaker's language to the listener's language so the listener completely understands what the speaker is actually saying. The obelisks are powered, and each arc contains at least one guardian. The power of the obelisks are shown in the extinction ending cutscene, when the obelisks and their stations released enough energy to cause a shockwave that level nearby remains the city of Sanctuary. For the other places, the island is a large landmass with similar islands surrounding the central island. Resources become more common as one travels further inland, but to the dangers, some temperatures, depending on the area, weather which can be life-threatening. There are wet redwoods, mountains, snow regions, swamps, and a number of islands, Herbivore Island and the Carnivore Island, valleys, grasslands, plains, scorched earth, however, being entirely a desert rather than an island surrounded by water, water collection becomes a more challenging obstacle. Natural water sources are rare, requiring the collection of water from other sources, cactus, water wells, jug bugs, morellatops. And this environmental feature, superheat, sandstorms, and electrical storms, extreme hot temperatures in the day. There are regions, the Badlands, canyons, dunes, high desert, low desert, very few oases, mountains, and caves. Aberration, a place of places survivors on a damaged ark. Its in, in internal atmosphere has leaked out, resulting in a harsh surface with intense radiation. in the underground with bioluminescent with maintenance systems of the ark malfunctioning, the many hazards, creatures, and natural of the environment present a thrilling new world to explore and master. Earthquakes, radiation exposure, gas leaks, and element chambers are among the many hazards that survivors will learn to grapple with aberrations, varied biomes, both above ground and below the surface. But among the greatest challenges on this ruined ark is its hierarchy of unrelating nameless. There are regions like the mushroom forests, bioluminescent regions like the swamps, and the molten element region where there's radiation there, and brown steamed stalk mushroom. And to the surface region lays a wasteland with no life, no plants. There are more of them of the arcs. Extinction, Genesis 2, and the non-canon ones, Ragnarok, Crystal Isles, and more. And that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.